Okay, sorry guys. Hello everyone. I don't know what's going on with the video quality on YouTube, but it will only go to 240. I'm not sure why. So, anyways, that's annoying. Trying something new. Figured I'd throw a Watts title on there, and if anybody shows up, then we can talk Watts if everything goes smoothly, which it hasn't been that way so far. So, and what's this Hammer guy about? What's gay? I think you might be muted. Hey, Monica. Hey, Tech. Whack. Hey, Jack Boog. Thank you for the Ninja Geety. Wow, thank you so much. It's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Boom. Hello, Imperial Jade. You don't have to be here, Hammer Guy. You can go watch your boats and waves. So I'm multi-streaming here. So if I'm a little whatever, that's why I'm just trying out something new, like I said. So it should be showing comments from DLive and from YouTube. So I just don't understand why the quality on YouTube is so terrible. I don't know, but how's everybody doing today? We're having a good Monday? Has anybody been watching that trial for Derek Chauvin or Chauvin? Chauvin? I have not, because I can't watch it. It'll just piss me off. Hey, Dank. I wonder what is going on with that trial. Maybe I should watch it. I don't know. I have too much stuff going on to watch it. I'm sure it's going to end up probably just like, or not just like, but very similar to the Amber Geiger case, where that cop that shot that guy in his own apartment. They had the trial and everything, and what'd she get, like 10 years or something? And so, I mean, that's if we're going with the official narrative here. She got 10 years, so she'd get probably, she'd be protected in prison, and she'll probably do 5, if that, on good behavior, right? So he'll probably get something similar to that, I'm sure. Based on the official narrative, of course. I have other opinions on both of those cases, but not going to go there. Hey, Miss 2A303. That was fun to say. Thank you for the ice cream. Appreciate it. Ice creams. Hey, Justice. So I'm assuming the the ones that are here got notifications, and I'm just wondering if anybody else is getting notifications. I don't know how that. I don't understand how that works. How do some people get notifications and some people don't? Doesn't make sense. Hey, Throat Punch. Thanks for the lemon. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You didn't get a notification, Miss 303? Yeah, that's what I usually do as well. I keep the app open and I just check it like periodically. And then sometimes I'll get a notification, but then, sometimes I can't go to the streamer's channel right away. But then when I finally do, they're not, on DLive anyways, they're not listed underneath my followers. So then I have to go search for them and then to get to their channel and then see that they're live. So it's weird. I don't know. DLive has a lot of glitches, I guess. The NSA decides who gets notifications. Probably. No. You got a notification, Justice? Good. That's good. Hey, Swamp Lover. You literally got triple alerts for one person stream? Oh, wow. And then 0 the next day. Weird. I don't know. Hey, Purple. Good to see you. We're trying something new again. I'm always trying something new. So I'm trying Restream again. That streaming platform that I've tried a few times. And I like it because I can multi-stream on DLive and on YouTube. And you don't have to pay for like the premium or pay monthly. So that's nice. But when I tried using Restream just from like the browser source and not from my open source OBS streaming software, my microphone would cut in and out, and I think it froze on me. The whole entire Restream froze almost every time I think that I used it. So I was like, ooh, I can use OBS for this, so let's try it. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, Vincina. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Is anybody else still on like lockdown or whatever, or curfew? I haven't heard anything from anybody in a while about that, but I did hear something about Trudeau and Canada canceling Easter or something. I don't know if it was a joke, but oh, my last one that I just did last night, Swamp Lover. Yeah, I just put it to private. Those ones that I just go on YouTube for a little bit and try to get some people to come over to DLive, I normally set to private, just, I don't know, so it doesn't clog up my video page. So sorry about that. No mandates. That's good. Hey, Truth Blast. Still in lockdown in the UK. That's crappy. So you still have like a curfew and everything? Or is it like full lockdown? And I didn't think it was as bad over there as it was other places, but what do I know? Oh, you're getting your second shot, Vincina? Um, It's a great question, Purple. I'm so glad you asked me that because I would really love to answer that question for you. No, I'm just kidding, but kind of. It's just so it's my take on the vaccine. Okay. Well, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving any medical advice at all. um, but if it were me and me personally, I am not going to get the vaccine. No. I will never get the COVID vaccine. Yeah, I know. I think we all do, Vincina. It's I don't even know. I don't even have words for it. But yeah, I agree. Everybody does want it to go back to normal. If it ever does. Like there's many reasons why I won't get the vaccine, but all I would say is that if you do plan on getting the vaccine, just at least try to do some research about it before you do decide to get it. At least some research. Because once it's inside you, there's no going back. So um I mean, I've never even had a flu shot, so you're on your fifth shot, Jack Daniels. Soon to be sixth. After my stream, probably like 12. Just kidding. No, I know, Purple Butterfly. I'm just giving you a hard time, but it's just very controversial. Controversial subject, anyways. But thank you for asking me. But no, I will never get the vaccine. No, and that's yeah, Vincina. I mean, that's totally understandable. Especially for older people. I know that they can be more susceptible and stuff like that. But I again personally, I can't do it, and my mom's talking about getting it, and I just freak out, and I'm like, you're not getting it. You're just not gonna get it. I'm sorry. Like, you can stay in your house for the rest of your life if that's what it takes, because I do not want you to get that vaccine. So, and I got to remember that I'm on YouTube, so I should stop saying the V word. Your mom got the Moderna one. Crazy. Who's crazy? Nice Pepe sticker there. Woo! Panties. So funny. I didn't realize that there was so much like controversy with that Pepe the Frog character. I tried playing a documentary about it on D Live, and it started buffering, and it got boring. So we didn't finish it, needless to say. Crazy for staying on YouTube? Probably, yeah, you're right. That's why I'm trying to to get everybody to come over to DLive. Come on over to DLive. The water's fine. There's no fluoride in it or nothing. Well, there could be. I don't know. It's not 100% sure that the water's fine over here on DLive, but it's better than YouTube anyways. So, now that we've talked about all that, I got banned October 15th, but I still use them to stream. Hey, Shan. Good to see you. How are you? Thank you for the ice creams and the lemons. Wah. You'll give me an ice cream if I speak like a Southern girl? I don't know if I could do it like on cue. I could probably do it just if I, at random. But you can't put me on the spot like that. Hey, Callie. Hey, Shan, I think you're muted. I think Hammer Guy might be muted still too. I haven't heard from him in a few minutes. He probably went back to his boats and waves watching videos. Hey, Lily Rose. You're muted. So does anybody have any questions about the Watts case? Oh, and there, just so you guys know, I did a live stream last night, like super early on DLive. So if you are already following me over there, or you are not following me yet, please follow me over there. You can watch the replay. I talk about the Watts case, and my theory about it in more detail, because on DLive, I don't have to worry so much about, again, everything I say and, walking on eggshells all the time. So, like I am right now, because I forget that I'm multi-streaming here. So, I probably said the V word one too many times. So, this is probably going to have to be deleted after this. I should actually probably start a new one. That's how bad the censorship is on YouTube, you guys. Like, they'll probably, I don't know if they'll give me a strike, but they'll probably take my video down or something and say that I was giving out incorrect medical information, even though I said I'm not a doctor. It doesn't matter. They probably will. Thanks, Jack Boog, for the diamond. I just watched a documentary about the Vincina says, I just saw David on Molly Go Lightly. The same David that just was on True Psych Ward channel and on AD's channel. Hey, Crystal. Like the inmate at Dodge Correctional David, is that what we're talking about? It is now on 3 different channels. Okay, Lily, no problem. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, I need to start doing that again, Miss 303, because I was just talking about that the other day, how I have so many books that I want to read, and I just have to be in a book reading phase or something. Or kick. Before they burn them. There's not going to be any, and I was literally just talking about that, that there's to cherish books, especially like old and vintage ones, because they're going to try to get rid of all the books, and they're only going to have information online. When we know how that goes with online information, totally not factual. You guys are funny with your one-liners. Hey, Andrea. Or is it Andrea? See, I'm probably totally... I have a 50-50 shot at that, and I probably messed it up. That's my luck. If I'm at the casino and I bet on black, it's red. Hey, Veronica. But so I was watching one of the streamers on DLive that I follow was playing a few documentaries about the USS Liberty. And if you guys aren't familiar with that event, the sinking of it, it was in, I believe, 1967. And some Israelis torpedoed and shot at the USS Liberty trying to sink it. Well, there's a whole bunch of controversy with that, how it could be I gotta remember that I'm on YouTube. It could be a FF, and the Israelis claimed that it was an accident because they were actually our allies back then. I don't know if they are now. They could be now. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know a lot about history and stuff, but I'm learning more and more these days than I did my entire time in school, because they don't teach you stuff like this. They just tell you the official narrative, and you're conditioned like from the minute you walk into a classroom. So it's like, but if they taught this kind of stuff, like the SY or PSYOPs and the FFs and the corruption and stuff, as far as in history, I probably would have done a lot better in school or paid attention more. But so they claimed that they had thought it was an enemy ship, the USS Liberty, but I guess the whole controversial thing is that LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson, said to somebody that what did he say exactly? He said, I don't care if, I'm probably going to botch this, but I don't care if the USS Liberty sinks or not, because I'm not going to make an ally look bad. But the problem with that is the crewmen on the USS Liberty didn't even know who attacked them, because they were in unmarked aircraft. So how did Lyndon B. Johnson know that if it was an ally or if it was an enemy, right? So that's the controversy with that. And that's all I know for now. I mean, there's a lot more to it, but it was really interesting. And oh my gosh, broke my heart. So sad, because the documentary was some of the crewmen that were actually on the USS Liberty, and it just broke my heart. So sad. And it was most likely all to start a war, which it usually is. All of these attacks, these FF events or for greedy men to start war and to profit substantially. So, hey, Doing Life My Way. Good to see you. The chick I was staying with went conveyed crazy and wouldn't let me back in where... Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Poor Shan. You're just not having good luck. Israeli attacked Egypt after bombing the radar ship. Oh, really? I mean, really, like, what has ever come beneficial from war? If you think about it. Except for the people that created and started the wars, obviously. They're always going to benefit. But what good has come from any war? Hey, Holly. Oh, I'm in Arizona. And thankfully, it is not as hot today as it was yesterday and the day before. It was super hot. And it's not good because we're only in, what are we, in April? It's just going to get hotter from here. So I'm hoping that it'll cool off one more time again, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Wait, who's blonde? Well, right, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Vincina, is it's good for some people, some people that are benefiting from it, the greedy ones, but besides that, it hasn't benefited the public. Hey, watch Redice TV. Thanks for following. I don't know, but that LBJ, he was not a good man. Don't know him personally, but that's just what I've heard. But then again, none of them are, so. But he apparently was, like, really, really bad. So I'm just trying to real quick decide whether or not I want to start a new stream because I totally forgot that I was on YouTube talking about all that other stuff. Oh, nice, Miss 303. Is it okay if I call you Miss 303 even though I'm missing the 2 and the D? It's, I don't know. It's a lot easier to say. I mean, it's fun to say. Miss 2A303. Or 303, I should say. That's true. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. YouTube is just terrible about that kind of stuff. Like, you literally cannot even mention a 3-letter word without walking on eggshells. And I'm talking about GUN. We're going to do like Sesame Street. How do they do it? I don't remember how they do it, but ooh, tacos. That sounds good. Tacos, tacos. Tacos are always good. You don't care what I call you? Okay. Will I able to get super chat soon on YouTube? To be honest with you, you're gonna take a nap, Shani. Okay, have a good nap. Love you. Don't forget you're muted. Super chats. So with that I told myself and you guys that I was never going to monetize my channel, because that's not what I'm covering the case for. That's not what it's about. And not only that, but I get so annoyed when I watch a YouTube video and it's just advertisement after advertisement after ad, and it just doesn't even make the experience fun, I guess. So if I get annoyed with that, then I didn't want to put you guys through that either. So that's why I haven't done it. And I guess lately I have been thinking about monetizing my channel, but only because YouTube is now going to start putting advertisements on videos, even if that channel creator or if that channel is not monetized. So it's almost like at that point, if they're going to put advertisements on my channel anyways, I mean, as far as I know, they haven't done it yet, but that's word on the street that they're going to start putting ads on channels, even if they're not monetized. So YouTube's going to get paid for all the videos no matter what. But I don't know. I've thought about it. And YouTube takes out so much. I mean, if you think about it, it's crazy. With 30% of every time someone sends a super chat, that's crazy. They are going to do it on all the videos, Callie? If I heard you can run the video to the end and then watch it and no ads will be there. Huh. It's like a little trick. That's true. Miss 303. You make a good point. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. And I know that that you guys, or it seems like people enjoy the super chats and the membership stuff, but I kind of have that over on DLive as far as subscription, or not subscriptions, but so like on DLive, if you subscribe, that's the same thing as like a membership on YouTube. So and on DLive, they don't have any advertisements on the videos or on the stream, so that's nice. Usually if I play, I'll use, I have a not a Google Home, but a Chromecast. I have a Chromecast, so I haven't done it in a long time, but I used to watch YouTube videos all the time on my Chromecast, and when I would do it that way, when I would mirror it or do it that way, there wouldn't be any commercials. But then there was like a couple here and there on like the really, larger, with the ones with more views, I guess, or like the like your mainstream media ones or whatever. But for the most part, there would be no commercials. And then I would go and watch a video on my phone, and there's like 15 advertisements in the first like 30 minutes. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm not sure, Veronica. What exactly are you having a difficult time, or what issue is DLive giving you exactly? Oh yeah, you're right, Mr. 3. I have seen that on the DLive page, but I mean, other than just a couple, but other than that, there's no like actual like during anybody's stream or anything. Hey, Betsy B. Yeah, check out DLive for sure. It's different, but it's cool. It's fun. Yeah, you can donate on DLive. But on DLive, their currency is so if you guys, I don't know how long all of you have been here, but if it, I don't know if it, oh, see, it doesn't show up on your screen on YouTube. That's the problem. But there's on DLive, I have like a donation ticker that I have set up on my streaming software, and it'll scroll across the top and shows all the donations that people have given me for that stream. And but they have, their currency is lemons. I know it's weird, but lemons, ice cream, diamonds, ninja guineas, and ninja jets. But so you would purchase lemons, and then you can distribute them to or donate them to your favorite streamers on DLive. So like to subscribe, which is the same thing as membership on YouTube, it's 298 lemons, but it's not 298 lemons don't equal $298. The equivalent of 298 lemons on DLive is, I believe, like $2.99, maybe $2.99 or $3.99. So a couple bucks a month to subscribe on DLive. And there's not like tiers like Patreon or different level amount tiers like on YouTube. It's just a set amount, the $2.99 or $3.99. It was a floating ad. Thank you for the ice creams, Miss 303. Jack Boog. I love that sticker. It's so funny. I do not know how he's not given him, like, had a heart attack. I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack just watching Alex Jones. Just because how, like, I don't know, I just feel like he's like always so, well, over the top. Thanks for the ice cream, Truth Blast. Appreciate it. The salty cracker was making thousands of lemons. I know, I think the most, what was it? The most, was it the most lemons ever put in one of the in one of the chests on DLive was like 10 million. And I think that was either PewDiePie or somebody else. That other bigger YouTube. I don't know. I've never watched either one of them, so I forget their names. But yeah, it was like he added like 10 million lemons into the chest and then distributed them to everybody that was in the live stream. That's crazy. Oh, roid rage, right? Swamp lover, you're right. You think that's what it is? You think he's on steroids? Probably. Or GHB, or wait, not GHB. Is it HGH? GHB is the date rape drug. Yeah, I bet. Miss 303. That's crazy. Yeah, that's interesting that you say that, Lily, about Plunder's channel, because if that's so true, and that's funny that you say that, because I've thought that for months about Plunder's channel. Is if you look up the definition of plunder, it's not, plunder is not a good a good word. It's not, it doesn't have a good meaning. Oh, your tacos were good, Lily? Nice. Yeah, I can't believe they banned them. That's crazy. You guys can talk, that thing, Truth Blast, that event in the chat. I don't mind that, but I won't. I will not talk about that event on YouTube. I won't even go there. That's like a big no, which is stupid. We should be able to talk whatever we want. And it's crappy that I have to, multi-stream on. I mean, it's nice to multi-stream, but not when you're censored on one platform, and then you're censored on the, or not censored on the other. Like, that's making it even more confusing for me now. Because I don't think about it, and I forget that I'm multi-streaming. So, hey, Jenny May, good to see you. Lily Rose, I have are you following me on DLive? I also have I have my Cash App pinned at the top of the chat. If you wanted to donate there, that's an option as well. But not necessary. Hey Shiloh, good to see you. How are you? How you been? And there's a few channels on YouTube. One of these, I mean, not on YouTube. Well, on YouTube, but specifically, I mean, in the Watts community, true crime community, that I've talked about a little bit. And I don't like to mention other channels. I very rarely do. And if I mention them, I don't mention them by name. But there's a couple channels, or a few channels, that are the bigger ones that seem to always get the breaking news on the case, or one of the friends of Shanann, or all this information that other people have tried to get and weren't able to get. So it's very telling, in my opinion. Yeah, that hoax, Jack Boog, exactly. But yeah, plunder is not, is the word plunder does not mean anything. And it's definitely not religious. I mean, it's just not a good word. So I haven't had any new privacy claims yet. So as far as I know, I haven't checked it today, but Yeah, I do have a PO box, Lily. I mean, you really don't have to do that. I mean, with Cash App, they literally, I think they only take out like, I don't, it's a very small amount. It's not anything close to 30%. Actually, I don't know if they even take a percentage out or not, to be honest with you. But yeah, nowhere close to what YouTube takes out. So, speaking of meth, I was in a live chat yesterday or last night, and somebody said something about I think it was Cassinger, the mistress, having that she had a meth accent. I'm like, I've never heard of a. I don't think I'm familiar with a meth accent. I've heard of Southern accents and British accents, but I've never heard of a meth accent. So that was an interesting comment, to say the least. So I'm like, speaking of meth. Betsy B, that I can agree with you on for sure. But I don't even go there because it's it's just not even worth it, People are gonna love who they love and watch who they want to watch. So that's on them. But I agree. One tooth, two tooth. What do we do? A meth lisp. What link, Jenny? There's a rapper named Meth Mouth. No, there's not. Is there really, Jack Boog? Buddy says hello, but he's quite a distance away. Oh, it's not, Jenny May? Oh, I thought it was. AJ is another disinformation agent. Why should I know? I should know those initials. I should know those initials. Why I'm having a blonde moment. AJ. I'm stumped. I know I'm gonna kick myself when you tell me, but yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Doing life my way. I'm stumped. Right? Meow. Oh, thank you, Miss 303. I thought that it was someone on covering the Watts case. I don't think Alex Jones covers the Watts case. He's gonna be on. David's gonna be on Mysterious Case Files. He gets around. Let me tell you, that guy gets around. This boggles my mind. Like, what is this guy's motive? He was just released from Dodge Correctional for meth distribution, right? $2,500 in theft, financial theft, and he's a registered sex offender. Not saying, again, that, I said this the other day, not saying that people, like, just because you go to prison, it doesn't mean you can't change, it doesn't mean people don't make mistakes, but why would anybody take what this guy's saying as factual? And why would anybody want to have somebody like that on their channel? It boggles my mind. And even if he, obviously, yeah, he was he was in Dodge Correctional. There's evidence of that because I looked it up. I vetted him. He was in there, but he was in and out. He's a temporary inmate, and when you're a temporary inmate, a lot of times they're gonna transfer you from different facilities, especially if they're overcrowded, until their time is served. So why would they? I mean, again, I don't work in a prison by all means, so I don't know like the protocol and stuff. But even if he was housed with a permanent inmate, like a murderer that's there for the rest of his life, I doubt he's going to be there that long to make buddy with any of them. He's not even in one spot long enough to change his underwear. I said this before. And so, but even if he is, even if he did talk to Chris Watts in prison, even though he's not listed as an inmate, if we're going by the official narrative, even if he really did talk to Chris, right? Chris is a pathological liar, and he's claiming that Chris told him these things, and now he's relaying. Okay, let me stop there. When David was on a specific channel, he was asked certain questions, and one of the questions was, does Chris Watts know or tell you to tell me these messages? Did he ask you to tell me these messages? And David says, yes, he did. So let me get this straight. Christopher Watts, what we're told is a psychopathic family annihilator, right? That murdered his entire family, supposedly with his bare hands. And he can say anything he wants to the world, right? And the first thing he says is, don't watch this specific channel creator on social media, with the whole KK thing. And then now he's saying he's giving messages to give to a different channel creator, one of the bigger ones. I think we know who I'm talking about. Telling him, relaying these messages to him. I mean, it's just, it's so ridiculous. And it's ridiculous. I don't know what other word to use, but the fact that this supposed family annihilator is supposedly having contact with any of these social media channels in the true crime community, why would he care what any of us say? Why would he care? Why would a psychopathic family annihilator that we're led to believe he is gives two Kessinger poops about what any of us on social media say? And why would anybody believe? Why would anybody believe? One, what Christopher Watts says, and two, anything that he allegedly relayed to another inmate in prison. Because Chris Watts is a pathological liar. So, and it's, you have that telephone tag thing going on there, whatever, or the whisper game. I don't know, whatever the hell it's called. And it's just, I don't know, whatever. It's so ridiculous. And people just believe it, though. They just believe it. And again, it's not even that he's an inmate. It is, I'm not going to judge, but you have to look at all the different things surrounding it, like whose channels he's going on, who's relaying this information to him. Chris Watts, a pathological liar. But then people just believe it. They just take it as gospel, and it boggles my mind. And how does any of this get us any closer to finding out the truth in this case? And by the way, about the other David, ICKE, David Icke. I'm just going to say it. I don't care, YouTube. Whatever. It's just a name. Doesn't mean anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that he's right about anything and his reptilian theory. I don't care. He kind of threw me off with his reptilian stuff, but he has also opened my eyes to a lot of things as well. To answer your guys' question on questions on DLive. Thanks, Purple and Jenny May. No, Miss 303, you seriously, you can't on YouTube. There are certain platforms you can't mention. There's certain people you can't, individuals you can't mention. Hey, Tech. Certain words like GUN, you can't. I probably said the V word, not the body part, but the with the whole, I said that way too many times. I'm like, way too many times on this live stream, and just not even having context with it, you just say like certain words and you'll get the algorithms like triggered. It's so ridiculous, and that's why I'm trying to encourage people to come over to DLive, so that I don't have to worry about that stuff, because it's ridiculous. Oh, I'm Truth Blast. I'm not. I'll wait for the reptilians. I will. I actually just brought that up on that same live stream that I just mentioned earlier. That it sounds kind of crazy with the reptilian stuff, right? But then again, there's quite a few people in this world that if his theory is true about the reptilians, that those people specifically are probably reptilian or alien. So I'm talking about Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg and probably a few others. Nancy Pelosi, she could be reptilian. Oh, definitely that Copeland guy. That, oh my God, that pastor preacher guy. Oh man, he's definitely reptilian, if anything, hands down, or Satan himself, if Satan exists. So, no, I don't discredit anything, but I'm also not going to believe it just because someone told me. So, thanks for the lemons, Miss 303. And for the diamond, Jack Boog. I really appreciate it, you guys. Thanks everyone for being here. I know I'm not talking about anything like damning, but hey, Summer. Oh yeah, Callie Gates too. Yeah, he's and Fraudsy, he's just a weasel. Mark Zuckerberg is so not human. I know they're just, I don't know, both Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. They are two weird individuals. Hey, Beauty and Brains. You wish you had pie? I have cherry pie. It's really good, actually. It's almost gone. No pancakes, though. Sorry about that. You'll have to file a complaint if you so choose to with Rhonda and Dennis at the front desk. Tech could probably point you in the right direction to the front desk. But I could guess that it's probably in the front. Wherever the front is. That's if Rhonda and Dennis are even there. I know that Jean fills in sometimes, so Jean may or may not be there, but hopefully there's at least somebody at the front desk to file a complaint. Throat punch. Yeah, she's an interesting one as well. There's quite a few, actually, but those are the ones that I always think of off the top of my head. Probably Veronica. Yeah, I imagine it would. Or either that or it's like they have like so much money, but they have like no social skills, you know? But it looks so fake it has to be real, says Elon Musk. Imperial Jade, that's a cute alien sticker. I've never seen that one before. So if you guys are on like you guys on YouTube, you probably have seen some little stickers being posted. Those are something you can use on DLive, and I don't know, they're silly, but they're really fun. I don't know, they're just goofy. There's a ton of different ones, and you can save them to your like favorites stickers or whatever. You can save up to like I think 15 or something, but I don't know. DLive is a lot different, but it's a good vibe over there. It's good people. So, I mean, there's great people on YouTube as well, but it's mixed with a whole lot of you know. Oh, and if you're into like cryptocurrency, don't. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor or crypto expert, but I would not recommend buying Doge or Doge, whatever you say it. Doge, you know? Because it was actually started that the Doge was actually started as from like the two guys that started it. It was actually a joke. It was a meme, and it just, I don't know, blew up, I guess. But it's hey Sour, good to see you. It's just a meme. It's a hoax. And what Elon Musk is doing is he's saying, hey, I'm going to go invest in all this Doge. So it's like a market scam. Because if Elon Musk is investing and buying up all this Doge, then it must be good, right? So then Doge skyrockets, right? And these people buy all of it because he thinks that they think that since Elon Musk is doing it, or whatever celebrity is pushing out some sort of propaganda or whatever, then it must be a good deal. But it's not. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. If you want to invest in that stuff, that's on you. Beauty and Brains. The fact that about your comment, you have to wonder how some of these channel creators are still going strong when there's so much controversy with them, and so many there's so many people trying to take them down. But yet here they are going strong, right? And I don't know how many times the certain channel creator has been in YouTube timeout, or they've had to have had several strikes on their channel. So how in the hell they still have a channel up, I have no idea. I can speculate, because it's most likely that they are controlled opposition in a plant there to put out some factual information with a whole bunch of disinformation to keep people interested in the case, keep people distracted, and steer people in the opposite direction from what's really going on with this case. Hey, Magnus. Nice Pepe sticker picking his nose. That's hilarious. Thank you, Tech, for the ice cream and lemons, and Throw Punch for the lemons. And Jack Boog. You guys are awesome. You are too good to me, you know? See, I just threw a random accent in there, but I don't know what it was. But don't tell me to do it on the spot, because I won't be able to do it. Tech, do you know if Rhonda and Dennis are up there at the front desk, or? Hey, FRV, good to see you. Yeah, and that's true. You do. You either love them or hate them. But and again, I have my own opinions about the Armchair Detective, and as well as some other channel creators. But it would just it's not going to do any anything beneficial for me to call anybody out on what they're doing, simply because again, people are going to watch who they want to watch, and the last thing I'm going to be able to do is to convince them of anything. So I've learned to just focus on what I'm doing, and even though some of these channel creators are making it 10 times harder for me with all these absolutely ridiculous theories. Now, I do have an open mind, and just because I do have only one theory on this case doesn't mean that I'm going to discredit anything, but there are, let's be real, some very, very ridiculous theories out there. And then people just believe it. And it's I mean, all you have to do is go to the internet, search the Daily Mail, and I did a live stream about this. Search the Daily Mail and right on Wikipedia and several other websites, the first, 3, 4, 5, check those ones, and they're all going to tell you that the Daily Mail is not a reputable news source. It's straight up tabloid. But do you think that the majority of people that on these bigger channels that are covering this Daily Mail nonsense, do you think that they've even take a couple minutes to go and look up the Daily Mail to see if they're a reputable news source? No, they don't. And that's the problem. That's the problem with society, is nobody tries to vet anything. And yeah, no, and Wikipedia is not a good source either. But that's why I said check the first, at least 5 or maybe not the first, but several different, search results. And you're going to see that the Daily Mail is not a reputable news source. There's so much controversy with that and putting out disinformation, and yet nobody even not nobody, but the majority of people will not look it up to make sure that what this news source, just like the whole thing with the Chris Watts and the underwear and the Vaseline whole bit story from Dylan and Chrissy or whatever, that came from OK Magazine. OK Magazine is literally a straight up tabloid celebrity gossip magazine. And yet the majority of people on social media, oh my gosh, Chris got in trouble in prison for switching out or selling his underwear, and then he swapped it for Vaseline. Oh my god, that's so crazy. But it came straight from OK Magazine. That is it's a gossip magazine. It boggles my mind that people just believe everything they hear without doing. It's a one-step search online. You don't have to dig or go down a rabbit hole to vet some of this information. And I don't know if it's because it's the excitement of it or something, so they just don't care. But I thought people in the true crime community were here to figure out what the hell happens in these cases and why people murder and do what they do. But to me, it seems like it's all, it's a drama series, and that's why I titled the live stream what I did, because it's literally a soap opera. It's as the Watts turns instead of as the world turns. Or it's Watts of our lives instead of days of our lives. See how many I can come up with. I don't know. That's all the soap operas I know, I think. Well, there's Passions. That one, oh my gosh, I used to watch Passions. That is so ridiculous. I can't believe I just admitted that, but I did. A friend of mine, my best friend in high school, she liked that show a lot, so I'd watch it with her, but I didn't do it on my own time anyways. But so we used to watch Passions, the soap opera, and it was so ridiculous. But that's all the ones I can think of. Thank you, Magnus, for the lemon. I appreciate it. Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay there. Thanks for the diamond sour. Oh my gosh, you guys are... Is it my birthday today? I feel like it's my birthday today. Thank you so much, you guys. It's super, super nice of you. Appreciate it. Jenny May, like sands to the hourglass, so are the beaches of Watts Isle. Yeah, Passions was real. Of course it was real. Spacebound? 100%. No. But it is. I mean, the Watts case it's like literally it's a soap opera, and I've said this before, but they right when they come out with all these channel creators come out with these crazy, ridiculous theories or this breaking information, right? Or the 35C, and everybody thinks that something's going to come from it, but it never does. Why does it never come to anything? Because they don't want this to end. They want people to be distracted and their faces buried in this case and keep them interested in it, right? They don't. So you're going to keep thinking that something's going to actually happen and there's going to be some sort of end to this case, but it's never going to end as long as people keep believing the ridiculous theories and the nonsense and not think for themselves and do a little bit of research. And just because it's on body cam footage and just because you see a video footage of something that, that looks like Chris is dragging bodies or loading his family into his truck doesn't make it real. And just because you see him in Well County Jail being fingerprinted and finger-footed, footprinted, I don't know if that's the correct way to say it, but either way, he's being booked into county jail. Just because we see it on video, it doesn't make it real. I mean, how many movies do we see every single day and TV shows? Does that mean that everything that we see on television is real? No. But I can see why the majority of people would think that, because why would anybody question it otherwise, right? Why would anybody question whether or not Nate's footage is real, or the body cam footage in this case is real, or the court hearing or Chris's sentencing, right, with DA Rourke, and it takes 1 to 4 minutes or a total of 4 minutes to strangle somebody, right? And he's totally dramatic and just completely he sounds the same when he explains that every single time, scripted. So just because we see it on the TV, it doesn't make it real. But I do understand why people think that, because again, like I said, nobody is going to, or the majority of people are not going to question it unless you know how these people operate. And when I say these people, the powers that be, who are controlling it, trying to control us, trying to take away our rights, to push multiple agendas on us. Unless you know, unless you know how they work, you're not going to know otherwise, and you would never question it. Oh, Miss 303, I've been on a Alan Watts kick for a while now. I put my headphones in before I go to bed at night, and I'll listen to him, and I fall asleep to him, and I wake up. And sometimes, but there's a couple channels on YouTube that actually have a bunch of his stuff. But yeah, I do like Alan Watts a lot. And what's funny is he talks about a lot of the stuff that's going on in the Watts case. And Christopher Watts, we have that connection. We have the Hegelian dialectic. And also, not only that, but I'm pretty sure that Alan Watts is the one who pretty much coined the term predictive programming. He has like a whole thing on it. And he mentioned several movies, like They Live. He recommends quite a few movies that have predictive programming in them. So it's kind of funny to me that Chris and him share the same last name, or Chris shares his last name, and we have all that predictive programming in American Horror Story. So It's those kind of like Easter eggs and connections that are pretty interesting, to say the least. What the heck just happened with what, Tech? Shots fired. What's going on? I'm like, what's going on? I must have missed something. I miss a lot when I do this multi-stream. Schoolyard Brawl. What, on DLive, Miss 303? Wait, who's having a showdown at high noon? It's past noon. It's past high noon. It's past low noon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my DLive link in the chat for everybody. Again, I know it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it does only take a couple minutes. It doesn't cost anything. It's not any, Patreon, join Patreon so you can hear what I have to say because I'm censored on YouTube. None of that. It's free on DLive. It's a good community over there, a great community over there. And pow, right in the kisser. What the heck? I have no idea what's going on, but I can't wait to see the chat replay. So it only takes a couple minutes to follow me over on DLive, and there's a ton of other channel creators on there, and I have a lot of them in my about section with the links, and you can click on their banners. I made a few banners for some other ones as well, and you can just click on the link or click on the banner, and it'll take you right to your channel, and you can follow. And if you choose that you don't like the content, the best part about it is you don't have to follow them anymore, and you don't have to watch it. That's the beauty of being an American, right? We can choose who we want to watch and don't watch. So it's not just me over there, obviously. There's a ton of other great creators. So I do encourage you guys and would really appreciate it if you would go and follow me over there, because again, I am limited to what I can talk about as far as the Watts case goes. And not just the Watts case. Like, I can't talk about Boulder, the Boulder event on here. I did a 2.5 hour live stream on DLive about it, about that Boulder event that just happened. I can't talk about any of the other PSYOP events. I can't talk about any of the FF events. I can't even talk about David Icke or anything. So, David Icke. I'm trying to trigger the algos. Here comes the Google, YouTube, censor police. I don't know what that was. But yeah, so let me put the link in real quick. Okay, there's the DLive link. I plan on doing another live stream on DLive maybe in a little bit. We'll see how much time I have, and we'll just talk, about Watts or whatever. We don't even have to talk about Watts. We can talk about Watts. It's a variety of content, at least on my channel on DLive, and I stream pretty much every single day on DLive. So, and it could be a documentary, it could be music videos, it could be I don't know, you name it, Watts. But yeah, check it out because it is fun over there. So, but Betsy's comment was held for review. Did you approve it, Jenny Mae? Hey, Through the Lens, good to see you. And anybody else that came in that I may have missed. Am I supposed to be on Indie Live? What do you mean, Spacebound? Yeah, I saw that, Crystal. Oh, and there is a specific channel creator as well that had a live stream a couple days ago that told all of its viewers, their viewers, that the case is 100% being investigated for a fact, and that the red car has been impounded. The infamous red car is in, and it's in the evidence room or whatever, and that law enforcement is still looking into somebody. There's no evidence to back up that either one of those claims. I'm not going to tell you who you guys should and should not believe or listen to or watch, but please, 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 just don't believe everything you hear. And think for yourself. Do your own research. There's my pitch. And I'm going to go. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for all of the donations. You guys are amazing. I really, really, really do appreciate it. All of you. So, and if you don't go to DLive, I totally understand. And again, I'm still going to do live streams on YouTube, but it makes it so difficult for me, and I just don't enjoy, even, not that the Watts case is like super fun, because I have to be like serious mode, right, when I do Watts, but it doesn't make the live stream enjoyable for me or for you guys when I have to worry about everything I say, or the majority of what I say, and walking on eggshells. So and with DLive, I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, and I think it makes it a much better experience for everybody. So, again, if you can, great. If not, that's fine too. So, I just appreciate you guys being here in general. So, if I do a live stream on DLive, I will see you guys there. If not, then I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, guys.